Hey, so I haven't posted in a while. That's because I haven't had any significant dreams that I felt like I needed to share, and that was up until about a week ago I had one. So I wanted to share that real quick. Um, Something funny happened though is this is the second time I've tried to film this video, and halfway through the first time, my clock up here at the top of every hour it chimes and it plays a tune, and the song it played was Amazing Grace, so I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, I got notes here, and I'm going to tell you my dream real fast. So this was about a week ago. I had this dream, and in the dream, I was standing at a sink in a kitchen doing dishes. This was a house that I don't believe I've ever been to. And there was a window right above the sink looking out into a field. And as I was doing the dishes, I heard my dad and my stepmom, who are strong believers in Christ, they said, Jesus is almost here. And I thought, no, that's really soon. That's too soon. And so I kept doing dishes. I looked up, and off to the right of the field, I saw a young woman dressed in all black with dark brown hair. And she was looking down and kind of moping off to the left, or I'm sorry, the right of the field. And at first I was like, oh, like there he is. And, that was a split second. And then I thought, no, it's not. Obviously, that's not him. So I keep doing the dishes, look back down, look back up, and I see Jesus in the center of this field. And he is all glowing bright. He's got a white robe on, and he's got his arms outstretched, like he wants me to run into his arms, give him a hug. So I get excited, but also very frantic. From my understanding in the dream, my mom and my stepdad, they were in the backyard cooking on the grill. And my stepdad, his faith is very questionable. Since I was saved in 3rd grade, all I've ever really strongly prayed for continuously my whole life was for him to come to Christ. So anyway, I run outside to Jesus, and I look at him and I say, can I please take you to the back and show you to Mark? That's my stepdad. And Jesus said, no, you can't. And I was like, okay, can I at least go run and warn them, give them a heads up that you're here? And he said, yes. He was being very patient with me. I run to the backyard, and I run up to my stepdad, and I'm holding my Bible. I have a Bible with a Left Behind letter in it. And I put it up to his chest, and I was very frantic. I was crying, and I was saying, Jesus is here. I'm going. You can't come with, but you need to get through 7 years. That's all it's going to be is 7 years, but you need to be strong. Keep this Bible. I was crying, and he looked at me kind of confused, she's crazy. And so my mom turned around, and I said this pretty much the same thing to her. Mom, Jesus is here. He's waiting outside for me. And she looked at me, and she said, it'll all be over in a day. And she said it'll be really bad, but it'll all be over in a day. Not sure what that means, but still I had to go. Jesus was waiting. So I run out to the side of the house, and Jesus was on a bus, and he was waiting with a bus. And on that bus were all 3 of my kids, all of my nieces and nephews, and my oldest sister, who I know believes. So yeah, that was pretty much the end. I do kind of recall seeing Jesus next to a large white bird. I don't know if it was a swan or a goose. I'm not sure about that, but I know it was a large white bird. But yeah, that was my dream. I'm not sure the interpretation of it. I know that time is short. We are all living in the end of days. And it's crunch time, meaning we need to get out there and we need to really spread the gospel. And also, my son, yesterday, he came up to me and said, Mama, I had a dream about the rapture. And if you've seen my previous video, he actually had one of those before, last year, that I posted. But he said he had another one. He drew a picture of it this time. And I'm going to come back on here sometime today, and I'm going to have him describe the picture and show that too. But yeah, so if anyone has any interpretations, please keep it nice. Leave it down in the comments, and I will be back shortly. But first, you gotta see my shirt. So cool. Okay, bye guys.